Annabelle the killer. The rain fell like broken glass over Duskfield that night. Lightning crawled across the clouds as Mara Cole, 26, drove her old black sedan through the storm. On the passenger seat sat a glass case inside it, a porcelain doll with faded eyes and a cracked grin. Annabelle, the radio crackled. Reports of break-ins near the old Fairview Museum. Mara shut it off. The doll's case vibrated slightly. She glanced at it. Not tonight, she whispered. You're not doing that tonight. Her car stopped outside a decaying farmhouse at the edge of town, her family's old home swallowed by weeds and rot. She stepped out, soaked, clutching the glass case close. Inside, the house greeted her with silence, the kind that presses against your skin. She placed the case on a wooden table. The doll's cracked eyes caught the flicker of lightning. One night, Mara muttered, "Then you're going back to the museum." She turned to make tea. The rain hit the windows harder, like something was trying to get in. Behind her, the faintest creak. She turned, the case was open. Annabelle was gone. Her pulse spiked. No, 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 no. From the living room came a sound, a child's giggle. Mara grabbed a flashlight and stepped forward. The air felt heavy, like the house was breathing with her. The beam of light moved across portraits on the walls. Her parents, herself as a child, and in one of the pictures, Annabelle sat on her mother's lap. Mara blinked. The doll wasn't in the frame anymore. Something small scuttled across the floor. "Stay away from me," she yelled. The flashlight froze on Annabelle, now sitting in an old rocking chair, gently swaying. "You're just wood and cloth," Mara whispered, trembling. "You're not real. You can't." The doll's head snapped toward her. Its mouth opened wide, and from it came a human scream. The lights blew out. Hours later, Detective Harris arrived after a neighbor reported screams. He stepped into the half-open door, gun drawn. "Dispatch, this is Unit 12. Possible homicide. I've got signs of forced entry and blood." The kitchen sink still ran. A bloody handprint smeared the counter. In the living room, shards of glass littered the floor. The empty case stood shattered beside Annabelle, now sitting neatly beside it, spotless. Harris crouched down. "So you're the famous one, huh?" he smirked. A loud slam upstairs made him flinch. He ascended the steps, flashlight shaking slightly. The walls were covered in symbols written in red, not paint. Every door was half open, whispers crawling between them. "She set me free," a voice said. "She set me free." He entered the bedroom. Mara sat on the bed, motionless. Her head hung low, dark hair dripping blood. "Ma'am, are you hurt?" No response. He stepped closer. Her hand twitched. "Ma'am," I said. She looked up. Her eyes were glass. Her mouth was stitched into a grin. "She wanted a new home," Mara said, her voice distorted and wet. Harris raised his gun. She lunged with a knife. He fired, and the world went black again. When Harris awoke, the house had changed. The walls were breathing. The floors rippled like skin. He groaned, head bleeding. Then he heard it, a child humming. He lifted his flashlight. There, standing on the table, Annabelle, but she was taller now. Her porcelain face cracked open in places, and beneath it, flesh moved. "You woke me up, detective," she whispered. "You're not real," Harris said, backing away. "You're a cursed object. A piece of junk? Then why are you shaking?" She didn't walk. She glided, each step echoing without movement. He fired. The bullets froze midair and clattered to the floor. Annabelle's grin widened. Porcelain flaked away, revealing decayed muscle and black veins. "You can't kill what's already dead inside." Harris bolted for the basement, slamming the door behind him. Down there, the air was colder, suffocating. Shelves of dolls stared down at him. Some blinked, some smiled. On the wall, something written in blood. "She needs a host." He caught his reflection in an old mirror. For just a moment, his eyes flickered glass-like. He smashed it from behind. Mara's voice whispered softly, "She doesn't want to kill you. She wants to wear you." The sound of bones cracking echoed from the stairwell. Annabelle crawled down the steps upside down, limbs bending backward, her head spinning with a sick crack. "You can't have me," Harris screamed. He grabbed an oil lantern and smashed it. Fire burst to life. Flames climbed the walls. Annabelle screamed, a sound not human. Her body burned, but her shadow stayed. It grew taller, stretching along the ceiling with glowing red eyes. "You can burn the doll," it said, "but you can't burn what's inside." It lunged. Morning, the farmhouse was gone, a smoking crater surrounded by ash. Fire trucks and police tape cut through the fog. Reporters shouted questions. Firefighters combed the wreckage. A medic called out, "We found someone alive." Detective Harris was pulled from the rubble, burned, trembling. A fire chief crouched beside him. "You're lucky, pal. What the hell happened in there?" Harris stared at the blackened glass case sitting nearby. Inside, perfectly untouched, sat Annabelle. "She's still alive," he muttered. "Who?" the chief asked. Harris turned his head, smiling faintly. His eyes gleamed porcelain white. "Annabelle." Weeks passed. The doll was locked in an evidence storage room. Heavy glass, security lights, constant cameras. A lone guard did his rounds, yawning, scrolling on his phone. Behind him, on the monitors, the feed began to flicker. In the footage, Annabelle's head slowly turned toward the camera. The speaker crackled. A child's whisper filled the room. "Playtime's not over." The lights went out. The next morning, when the second shift arrived, the guard was gone. Only his flashlight remained, lying beside the case, now open. And across the monitor screens, written in dust with small fingerprints, were 3 words: "I found you, Annabelle, the killer."